Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your host, K Krim. It's the K Central Show.
And I'm Central Booking.
Special guest, 42nd Street.
42nd Street, man. All right, what's up with your 42nd? You wanted to hang in there for another one, huh?
Yeah, man. You know,
Nigga, why you cheesing and shit? like Cube said, niggas always got to show their teeth. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got them, so I might as well show them, right?
Yeah, you all good, man. I don't want to talk to them too bad because 42nd got a temper and shit, man. You don't want to be scrapping by the end of the show.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
That won't look good on the show, man. Yeah, they were fighting on that show, man.
Yeah, I know, and everybody know who'll win. You know what I'm saying? So, look at it. That didn't get mad. He laughing, but look, he getting mad.
Oh, man, you ain't right, man. Fuck this, I'm out, man. Screw this, man. Pay me my money and get out.
Hey, man, you know what though, man? This did happen to me and Central Booking last year. We was about to do a show. Remember, homeboy Sonny. You know, the nigga got all bad and shit, man. He couldn't win, so just walk out, nigga. You know.
That's it.
But we want to talk about good parenting in this show, man. Like, what's your opinion of a good parent? 42nd, man. What's your opinion, man?
My father, man. To me, my father was a good parent.
Really?
Really, because, I mean, I'm not going to take up the whole thing, but all I can say is in '84, man, we weren't in good shape, man. You know, and my mother.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
My mother, she did the best she could, but she had to admit that she needed help, and my father he didn't think twice about it. He didn't, even though he didn't really have the means or the place or the means to take, to bring us in. He was like, hey, look. Come with me, y'all coming with me. He didn't even think twice about it. Like, yo, look, man, I don't know, man. He just said, y'all want to come live with me? And we said, yeah. And
he took care of you.
He took care of us, man. And he brought us in, and he did the best he could. He was a simple man, he was a simple person. But to me, you don't have to be a big dynamic person to be a good person. If you just teach people the basic rules of life, work hard, go to school, do the right things, and just basically take what they listen to you. Then, and basically you can remember that, man. My father was not a rich man; he was a working man, and to me, that was good parenting, man. Because when his children needed him the most, he took them in, and he did the right thing by us. See, now how we turned out is how we turned out. But that ain't got nothing to do with him. That just, that's just
what you mean. How y'all turned out? How you turned out?
Just, everybody makes their
Elaborate on that. Man.
Everybody makes their own choices in life.
Okay.
We all make our own choices in life. You know what I mean? Rich people who grow up rich.
Because you really can't control what your kids do.
Exactly. Thank you. Exactly.
But let me ask you a question, man. I mean, psychiatrists say it's the first 8 to 12 years of a kid's life they develop their personality. Do you agree with that? I mean, do you agree with that?
Judging from myself, see, I don't have any children, so judging.
I do.
Judging, well, okay.
Do you agree?
I do. And I have to say it that way because I don't look at myself as a bad parent, but in a way I think I kind of failed my kids in one way or another. You know what I'm saying? But not to say that I was a bad parent because I wasn't. I did the best I knew how to do.
Now your story's a little bit more.
Yes, much different.
Because we kind of came from...
Y'all came from real parents. Y'all came from a real foundation. I didn't come from that. You understand? I'm adopted. You understand? And from that alone, plus I was with more kids than I believe this parent
How many kids
should have had. 40 kids.
40 kids?
40 kids.
Y'all niggas didn't have no tissue, did you? 40 damn kids.
My dad bought in bulk,
that was a damn group home, man.
In this way, you might as well say that's what it was. In this way.
Damn.
It was a group home pretending to be a family.
I mean, so look,
you understand what I'm saying to you? So, in that alone, there was never enough time for my father, who was a single parent, to invest in those kids.
Good point.
You understand what I'm saying? To give those kids the necessary skills they really needed. You understand, to make it in this world.
Now, your pops ain't gonna like this when he hear this.
I understand that. But, I'm telling it the way it is.
That's really how you really feel.
That's how I
So
feel.
what you're saying is there was maybe some kids that were bright that he probably should have invested in?
Yes.
and he just didn't invest.
And I'm not saying. I'm saying yes, he didn't invest, because my thing is there were some kids that he should have gotten rid of. They just were no good. You understand what I'm saying? They just were no good. You understand? They were never going to be.
They were just bad kids.
Yes.
Trouble.
He should have got rid of them. You understand? In order to take those
who were good kids,
and try to do right by those kids. You understand? But there's a whole bunch of deeper stuff to go into that, and we can't get into it here. But that's why I'm going to do a documentary.
But hold on. Your father was kind of well known. Didn't we mention that?
Yeah, he was.
He made Father of the Year or something.
Yeah, 1983, he made Father of the Year. You know what I'm saying? We were invited to Chicago by the first black mayor of Chicago, Mayor Al Washington.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Saw Chicago out of.
We made there was a documentary made on my family.
What's the documentary
put on Frontline? It's called Children of Pride, for y'all who want to look it up. You know what I'm saying? My dad was on Donahue, Oprah.
Oh, he was on Oprah?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Donahue, I believe Oprah.
This must be the early Oprah.
Yeah, early Oprah, whatever.
84,
you know
85.
Yep.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And
Chicago.
Things of that sort. We were on those things, you know what I'm saying? So, but there was a whole bunch of underlying shit behind the background that, you know, like I said, that's for another day.
All right, man.
On the parenting tip.
What about you, Grim? What?
Man, listen, man. When I have my kids, man, you know, I'm gonna be an old cat, but I'm Joe Jackson, all them motherfuckers, man.
Oh, listen to this one.
Joe Jackson, that's my hero. Man.
You know what? I shouldn't say that because, like I said, every kid makes their own choices.
In my kids.
Every kid makes their own choice, but I mean, hey, you know what? Hey, you know?
And you know what? You saying that I kind of wish my dad was.
I'm not spoiling my kids.
You understand?
I'm gonna make them work for everything. I'm gonna be a very hard disciplinary on them.
What would you do different that your pops, maybe, you know, or your moms did?
I mean, listen, man. My mom. You know my pops. Come on, man. Then you know my pops better than I know my pops. 42nd. Don't act like we ain't related, man. You know my pops better than I know my pops, so you can tell the story about my pops. But I'm gonna say what my mom should have did. I feel like was just be on me a little bit. My mom gave me too much freedom, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. She gave me too much freedom. You know, she didn't really focus me on anything. You know how women are. You know what I'm saying? She had 4 of us, and I was the youngest. And kind of by the time I was coming of age,
knucklehead.
Yeah, you know, kind of.
She was kind of like, forget it, do you.
Yeah, she kind of let me do me.
I ain't even. I done put all of the energy into the first 4,
first three.
And then she kind of just let me. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm about to air something out, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was my pops doing back when I was a kid? Since you knew my pops better than I did, what was he doing, man? Go ahead and tell the story, man.
All right, well, here's the deal. To me, if I think about it in hindsight, your pops act like he didn't have no goddamn kids. And I love your pops. I don't like him. I love him. You know? Yeah. But he act like he didn't have didn't have any children. And sometimes I used to ask myself, well, don't he got 3 children? Because, you know, I don't know Terry. Right. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know, and so, you know, I mean, when you act like you don't have no children, or people don't believe you don't have no children, then by the time they discover that you do have children, there's a dread or a thing that goes through them that's like, oh my God, you know, what the hell? And first of all, you know it ain't good.
Right.
You know it ain't good. I mean, hell, he's got a son now that basically told me that, you know, he tried to come to him, you know, for some salvation or whatever, and his son was like, the door's that way, you know? So, you know, I mean, so that's your brother, man, you know, and it's like, you know, and you know, it's just to me that's unfathomable. Even to my brother, who's a basket case. Sorry, bro. You're not a basket case, you just had issues. But you know, even he thinks that is unfathomable. I got other brothers now that look at my pops as an example of who they kind of wish their pops was. Right. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, and so when I see people like your father, and I see that type of relationship, no relationship, you know, it's like, oh, okay.
And it's funny, man. You was talking about how he was out there in New York kicking it, having his girlfriends, living his life, while we was out in West Tennessee struggling, man. I mean, struggling for a moment. Didn't have nothing.
Like I said, not one time did he ask my pops, hey, look, I know we're living in this small-ass house, because we were. I mean, it was small, too. Yeah. We living in a small-ass room. Not one time did he say, hey, I know we're living in this small room, but I gotta get my son. Because that's what I would expect the father to do. Right? Because that's what happened with me. Yeah. You know, he saw my mother was, you know, not in good situation. He was like,
his kids.
I don't give a damn. We all living in a box. And I gotta come. So I assume that. Yeah, I
same here for my kids, and I did it for kids who weren't mine too.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? It's the one thing, you know. Yeah, I
but
have
see,
to
your father was
my own dad.
Your father was a man.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt. But my father wasn't a man, you know, and that's how I look at it. 42nd, he wasn't a man, you know. But I guess your pops took a position to be a man, like you took a position to be a man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I took my own
You come
position.
from an adoption. You think a cat like you who was adopted would just be like, fuck it.
And
I was thrown away. I'm gonna throw these kids away.
Exactly.
But that's the one thing I can give my dad. You understand the fact that even though he might not have invested deeply in us, he did give us that. You understand that you're no longer a piece of trash. You understand what I'm saying? You're mine now.
But why? Let me ask you a question, Central. Why didn't he Joe Jackson?
I don't know, yo.
Probably because child protection would have took his ass away.
I don't know, yo.
You can't Joe
like
Jackson.
I said, I wish I would have had some of that. We kind of needed some of that. Not to say that he didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Because he did. You understand? Or there wouldn't be certain things that I'm telling you we'll talk about later. You understand?
But did you Joe Jackson your kids?
But no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't me. I wasn't ever that way. Plus, I had a kind of, like I'm saying, coming from adoption, coming from what I come from, there were anger issues I had that I felt that, you know, at times, you know, yes, I spanked my kids, but if I had went too far, I would have been feeling like I was taking something out on them that came from something in my past, you know, or whatever, and they didn't deserve that.
Do you think?
But I was also the kind of parent who could talk to my kids, who talk to them straight. You understand? I gave it to you real and straight. Like, oh, this is what it is. You understand now that I can whoop your ass, or you can. You know what I'm saying? Get what I'm telling you here. You understand? And so it was in that kind of aspect.
But do you think the mothers of the children, and I'm gonna ask you guys, do you think the mother of the children, and be real, I want you to be honest, do you think the mothers kind of mess it up for the father sometimes?
Oh,
definitely. Like, for example, the mother will take the kid in that really don't need to be with the mother. Right. You understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. It's kind of with your situation.
Yeah, yes,
where
exactly.
The mother of the child should have let the boy grow up.
Yeah.
When you let him go, she should have been like, all right, Negro, it's your time to grow up and become a grown-ass man.
If we were on camera right now, you would see all of us shaking our heads in agreement.
Yeah, if your father decided he ain't going to deal with you, so I'm not going to deal with you.
Right.
Instead, the mothers, come on, baby, I'm going to baby you. Yeah. You my baby.
Oh.
Now,
oh my God.
If we look at the end
anybody
result,
put their hands on my child, I'm gonna go crazy. Teacher can't discipline. You know, nobody can.
Now, if you look,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Now, if you look at the end result, well, that's the case with, you know, in your situation too.
Yeah.
If you look at the end result, it don't turn out good.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No. And see, for the longest time for me, and I know what you're talking about with my oldest son, I thought that we had a connection. You understand, that was a little deeper than his mom's. You know what I'm saying? But I found out as he got older that wasn't what it was. He was spoiled so much by his mom You understand, to the point that what
I'm
I tried to teach just went over his head. You understand, because I'd been baby. I mean, shoot, she was picking out his clothes until he was 10. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. You understand? Washing him up at that age.
Sorry, Central.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time I got him at 10, thinking that I could make a man out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because we did that thing like it did on Boys in the Hood. You understand? The time he was 10, he came to me and lived with me.
Right.
You understand? But by then it was really too late. You know what I'm saying? What I thought I had to teach him, he was really, it was all above his head.
Set in stone.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say, Mr. Porter?
Well, that Doughboy and that Ricky situation. Talk about a prime example of what was set in stone. And Doughboy,
right.
He been told that he wasn't shit, and Ricky was told that he was a prize, and one was kind of spoiled and used to everything. The other one was kind of felt like he was trash. What I was gonna say is what Central was talking about was that baby, and unfortunately, man, that just turns out wrong because, like I said, I grew up under that, and what happened is that with my brother, my father was trying to be a man with him. He was going to be a man with him, but my brother had such sensitive situations that what you was talking about, Krim, was that he knew he had a mother.
Yeah.
He knew he had a mother that he could run to when daddy got out of hand, and she come on, baby. And that didn't, let me put it this way. I got 2 brothers. I got 3 brothers altogether. But I got 2 brothers, no, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got 3 brothers. I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. All together. And 2 of them, that did not help. Now, I'm glad that my youngest brother, that he took some of that manhood in him. But my other 2, they were too, I guess, they just didn't have it in them. But I remember you saying something a long time ago to me where I asked you a question about, when my brother did what he did, and my father gave it to him, and I asked you, I said, would you have given it to him? And you said, no, because I know that what he want ain't good for him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, and it was like, that's what happened. What you were saying, that you're going to the mother, and even though, that's maybe what you want, but that ain't exactly good for you. And I guess part of me kind of wish that in hindsight now that maybe my father, I understand why he did what he did, because he was afraid, he got scared, because believe me, y'all, it got real terrible, and y'all lived with my brother, y'all know. But it just, but at the same time it was like, damn, I understand why he did, but I kind of wish that he did, I guess in a way, kind of just be stronger, and even for you, I'm doing this for your own good type thing. Right. And I just wish that and when it comes to parenting, sometimes they could have it in to say, look, I got to put my foot down because I know this is best for you. I'm not going to hold on to you all my life, but
because listen, I agree, because us as grown men, what we're seeing is the messes these guys who were just reared by their mamas.
Right.
The majority of them turn out to be, man.
Yeah.
And we're talking about 30 and 40-year-old men.
God.
Just, I mean, they just, Central, man, come on, man. I can't explain it, man. Just the decisions they're making.
Oh, man.
They come out making the most emotional decisions.
And
these motherfuckers be
like,
totally in touch with their emotions, man.
Yeah. And that's like we're talking about, like my son. You know what I'm saying? And how he messed up. We was sitting there this past year.
Trying to look out for him.
Had his back. Trying to guide him.
Showing him so much love.
So much love. And trying
Support.
to tell him, and he kept doing the opposite thing. Just kept doing the opposite.
Like his mother.
Yeah.
Like
everything we told him, I'm going to do a 180 and do that.
Because you don't know nothing.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or because I don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I was low. You know what I'm saying? And, he knew before that I always had whatever he wanted. Not to say that I spoiled him like that, but when he wanted, he could get.
But didn't his mother say, hey, look, don't listen to your father? Didn't his mother say, listen to your father?
Of course.
Listen to your pops.
Of course. Because, of course.
Do what your daddy tell you to do.
Of course. But on the flip side of that, you know, even for her saying all that, you got to remember this. Well, you wasn't with Dad.
Oh,
for a while.
You know what I'm saying? You wasn't with Dad. You did everything you could not to be with him. You understand what I'm saying to you? So you saying that, but you even did the opposite. So what are you telling me to listen to him for?
Gotcha.
You understand when you didn't?
And
And you didn't even want to be with him. You didn't even fight to be with him.
It's amazing what children learn. It's amazing what they learn. It's
And they
amazing
take
what
it in
they
as a
pick up.
sponge.
Exactly.
They take it in.
Right. So you got to look at it that way. Mom, you telling me something good, but you didn't do it.
So do you think women, especially with these boys, man, I mean, raising these boys, man, I mean, I already know the answer, man. Because if you look at it, I mean, women raising these boys, they messing these boys up.
Yeah.
They messing these. Hey, ladies, we gonna say.
You just got more boys ready to go to therapy.
You know
That's
what I always say.
that's-
You know what I always
the
say.
jail and therapy.
Yeah, they
buddy.
messing these
Chicks
boys
with
up.
dicks. That's what I
You said
say.
chicks with dicks.
Got
huh?
chicks with dicks.
Yeah,
That's what you got.
You know?
Yeah, they messing these boys up. That's it was like, man. Sometime where I work at, you'll see a little kid. You know, kids are very smart.
Yes.
And they'll be with their mother. Let's say the mother got a fat old ass. You hear me? For some reason, this kid will fix his eyes on me.
Yeah.
It's almost to kind of say, man, you know, my mother, but he knows his mother's a mess.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Then the kid sees I got a job, I'm at my place of business, I'm at work. And it's almost like that kid want to latch on to you and be like, yo, get with my mom.
Right.
Because my mom need this.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you
I've had
been
that
there.
happen to me. I've had that
It's
happen.
like kids have this insight, man, that
Yeah.
they know mom, especially these boys, they know mom is
Picks and choose their parents is what you said.
Yeah,
Right.
they know mom is messed up, man.
Yeah.
They know, you know, and it's mind-boggling, man. But I'm not sitting here trying to just throw the women under the bus, because like this man was talking about cats like my father,
Right.
who got kids, who
Yeah.
didn't give two shits of a fuck. Because I'm gonna say my father, 42nd,
42nd, by the way.
he didn't have to be there for me like that financially, man. But I just needed him in my life, man.
That's right.
You know, my father right now, honestly, I'm gonna say this: had he been in my life, he might be a very well paid man.
Right.
For example, with my athletic ability,
Yeah.
you've seen it and he's seen it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With my athletic ability, had he invested in that, man,
Had he even pushed you?
right, and just been a man
Yeah.
for his son, his ass would be in the situation he's in now.
Right.
Oh.
Had he said, yo, man, I'm gonna invest in my son's athletic ability.
Yeah.
You know, you stupid fuck. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You selfish motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, if you didn't want him, you shouldn't have had him.
Had him. Definitely should have
You get what I'm
strapped up,
saying?
bro. Should have strapped up. Had a
Or
vasectomy.
Or
Something.
something. Now, he has really nobody to go to.
Yeah.
Because none of the kids will do shit for him. Ain't nobody got no holler for this dude, man.
That's what I was saying.
That's sad.
You know.
Yeah.
All
And he
all
knows.
the shit that my dad
But he
did,
knows
we
and he
still
won't
got
call.
his back.
Right,
You
he
know?
knows and he won't call. One thing about my pops, he won't call us.
Right.
Because ain't nobody got shit for him, man.
My pops
If
called-
I hit the lottery right now, y'all, I ain't got no holler for this dude.
And that's warranted. That's warranted.
Because when we was down and suffering, you out here living good. Because I've seen him in situations where he was up.
Yeah.
Hell, your brother got a beautiful house, and not one room is reserved
Yes.
for nursing home for a nurse to take care of nothing.
So I mean, it's like, you know, dude.
I
you
got
did
a
that.
better chance of living in that damn house that he
Yeah.
does.
So it's like, dude, you did that, and you know what? I'm gonna especially send this to you. This taping to him.
Yeah.
Because
I
he needs to
understand.
listen to that. But what was you saying about your pops? Man?
I mean, even with all that we've been through, we still got love for our dad enough to be like, whatever you need.
Yo, that wind is
understand
kicking
what I'm
out there,
saying?
y'all.
Whatever you
Yeah.
need, we still there for you. You know, my thing, like I told my dad, my only gripe is you didn't push me. You know what I'm saying? And some of the things that I wanted, but I still love you. You understand?
Yeah.
Because shoot, you were the one who cared for me. You looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? I could have been in the institution somewhere, dead now. You know what I'm saying? probably not even making it past 10 years old because of the problems I had health-wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got kids that still love you enough to be here for you. You know what I'm saying? And I just had a brother pass away, and he was talking about he wasn't going to go. He was going to just donate some money to the cause as far as, you know, making sure he got buried or whatever we was going to do. And my other brother was like, Dad, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You got to be there. You know what I'm saying? This is about us. You know what I'm saying? It's already bad enough. There's so many of us now. You understand? As far as my brothers and sisters and their kids, and grandkids now, and things of that sort. My family is large.
Yeah,
now, you understand? I'm talking about large.
Man,
large.
Yeah, you got rappers, murderers,
right.
doctors, lawyers,
okay.
You got
everything, a little bit of everything.
Every little thing, yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey,
a regular army, huh?
Yeah, no doubt.
You got the goon squad, the geek squad.
Yeah.
I mean, you got everything up in there, man. I mean, with the grandkids too.
It's something that I have noticed. Like, I work with a lot of kids that didn't have a fatherly parental influence in their life, and one of the things they always talk about is how they're not going to be that way with their kids, and you know how their kids is going to know who their father is and all this stuff, you know. And you know, I mean, I look at you as an example, Krim. I mean, you know, you didn't have a father in your life, man, but you ain't no thug. And you know, and you don't use that. You don't use him not being around as an excuse to be some hoodlum in the night, even though you got old black on. You know,
yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? I got old black on too, y'all. So you know, you don't use him to be a hoodlum in the night. And like I said, I mentioned my brother, man. Like I said, my father was a good parent, man. But my brother, you know, at the same time, he started making bad choices. And even though he had some issues, some of the choices that he made, people will sit up here wondering, well, with a father like you said you got, and a parent like you said you got, you know, how the hell did he turn that way? You know, and it's basically, it's not because of bad parenting, it's because, you know, it's because of the choice that you make. Because like we said in the beginning, good parenting is someone who takes responsibility for what they do. If they have children, unexpected or not, if they take responsibility for it. You know what I mean? And so that's, you know, but as far as what your kids do as a result of it, you know what I mean? You know, that's on them, you know. And even though Central said that he kind of feels guilty about it, I don't see anything bad about what he done. I mean, I don't see what the problem is. I see that his children made certain choices and decisions on their own. That's got nothing to do with him. That's got nothing to do with what Central did, because Central did his part. When Central goes to see God up above, God ain't gonna hold him accountable for that. He ain't gonna hold him accountable for that. He may hold him accountable for other stuff. I don't know. You know, maybe trying to, you know, maybe if he.
But at least you gave I say at least Central gave enough care to be there.
Exactly. That's my point.
You wouldn't like my pops.
Right.
Now my pops was a bad pops. At least you gave two shits of a fuck trying to be there.
Yeah.
Because now, had he had my pops wouldn't have gave two shits of a fuck.
No.
He wouldn't.
Yeah.
He would have went on with his life. Hey, that's just that nigga over there. You know, if I see him, I see him. If I don't, I don't. That's just how my pops was, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find me some woman to live off of.
Yeah.
Dang, that sound like my brother that just passed.
Sound like my other brother now. With that bullshit.
Oh, the little brother?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's classic. He's a classic.
Mister, I'm gonna
find me a woman to live.
You know, and it's just he's a prime example of fellas out there that just want to be up under their mother, whether it's my brother or a cousin that I got. It's just
if it ain't their mother, it's another mother.
Exactly.
Some type of female. They just gotta be up.
Gotta be up under. Gotta be in the womb.
That's my sons.
Gotta be in the womb.
At least two of my sons.
Yeah, you said they gotta stay in that womb.
Yeah, gotta be up in there, man. It's like, come on, man.
And it's like, man, but you know what I don't see for these guys, man, when they do that? The type of girls they end up getting with can't really do much for them.
Sure,
and then a lot of them don't know nothing.
Yeah,
you know,
ain't trying to know nothing
or have nothing. They have nothing, and they don't have any knowledge to impart to you. They don't have any get up and go talking about I want to be something better. You understand? You get with the lowest ghetto tramp.
And the only thing
regular Cleo and set it off.
And listen, the only thing they can do is get pregnant by you and go to the court.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all they can do. They're gonna end up taking from you.
Yeah.
What about that bitch?
Why
that
you
got
think
that,
you getting over on them?
Right.
What about that bitch that got that 21 kids, man? The dude, I'm sorry, the dude that got the 21 kids or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, let me ask y'all a question, man. What the hell? I mean, what's going, as a woman, what's going through your mind? You gotta know this fool got 7 kids already that don't know his name, that feel the way you feel, you know, and yet,
you just go have him anyway. Then wait till you hit your 30s and then
you gonna take his ass to court? I mean, nigga wasn't shit when you met his ass. He ain't shit now, and when he died, guess what it's gonna say on his tombstone? Papa was a Rolling Stone. Come on.
Yeah. I don't understand that one either. But I think that guy just had, he knew how to appeal to those hoes' emotions. He looked at them, and he just, and it was the drama of that too.
Yeah.
He got all these babies. It's the, but then when they hit 30,
what was it about him? That's the whole question right there for the women. What's it about him? Because if you know he had that many kids, what is it about him? Why did they need? What did they need?
Bad parent.
You right.
Jeez.
You understand? Talk about bad choices.
That part of that game is, I'm not gonna go off into that. God, some people have the ability to look in the woman, so, and all you have to do is just give her that attention.
Yeah.
That. Some women are just that simple. They're just not that smart. They just lose their head. If you give them that certain attention, and you just focus in on them, they just take it in like a sponge, man.
Yeah.
All logic goes out of
I mean,
come
on, yo. I saw it with my brother. God rest his soul. I love you, bro. But
rest in peace.
I saw it with him. Like I was telling you before, I had a girl laying on my couch, pregnant. Not even his kid. My best friend's baby mama sitting on my couch. There's other girls running through my house after my brother, but this one is just sitting here laying on my couch, waiting her turn.
Yeah, and he had
waiting her turn.
And he always had like a gang of girls coming through the crib.
Right.
Always had a gang of girls. Always.
But you laying on my couch, waiting for your turn. And I'm looking up and I'm like...
And this is what you're going to teach your kids to do.
Right. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm looking at her like, what the fuck are you doing on my couch?
Nothing.
Remember the
Why are you here?
Remember the 8-Ball Central?
Yeah.
I remember you went with us one night, man. Or was you with us? Well, I think it was your boy. He was with us.
Right.
And I went to the, Mama used to go down to the 8-Ball.
Yeah.
And that night... Maybe you was. But
I think I might.
Was you with us?
I think I might have been there. Yeah.
And then he stepped in with the hat on with the vest, and he was real smooth because he had these big arms back then.
Yeah.
This was back like he was in his 30s.
Yeah.
And I was a little young cat just hanging out. I was just excited to be hanging out with him. You hear me? Man, that dude had all the women in the club was trying to get at him.
Yes.
And he was smooth with it.
Yeah.
Like he would play the pool.
Yeah.
And he'll look around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, me, I'm trying to sneak off to the side, with my little young ass at the time,
right,
you hear me?
Right.
I'm trying to get my dib in. They all trying to fuck with him. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, this. But he was a cool cat, man. But he was definitely a womanizer. Like he had it. I don't know what he saw, but when he walked in the room, he just had
to the women, he had it.
Yeah,
that's all you can say.
Did that dude have kids?
Yeah, he had kids, and he didn't have as many as you would think. He had 5 kids.
I mean, for all the women he had, man.
All the women that I'm talking about, he had women.
Was he good to him? I mean, was he?
Yeah,
straight
he was
with
good
him?
to his kids.
He was
good to his kids as much as he could be there for them. He was there for them. You know what I'm saying?
So, what do you think they learned about women being up under him since he was a?
Most of them were women.
Oh,
most of his kids are girls.
Oh, the girls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
now he got 2 boys, and he was in their life until he now he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's not around anymore.
This is the one I'm talking about that just passed.
Almost just passed.
You know what I'm saying? And
you know what? Sometimes, man, I could be a complete space head, y'all. I'm sitting up here, I'm not even paying attention, y'all. He's talking about his brother. I'm thinking he's talking about. I'm thinking Crim's talking about a homeboy of his. He's talking about
that was my homeboy.
But like another homeboy. I didn't think he was talking about his brother, man.
My brother, yo. So he did what he could.
That's what happens when we start talking about good parenting, y'all. Sometimes
Now, I don't want to say he was the best parent, you know what I'm saying? Because he really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he was that bad, but right. But you know, as the Rolling Stone that he was, you know, because we used to call him Ghostface. You see him today, and you might not see that brother for a year. You know what I'm saying?
And then all of a sudden
he'll just pop up. You know what? Where you come from? Where you been? You know what I'm saying? But when he could be there for his kids, he was there for them.
People's where you with me, where you at? In the front, in the back.
Right. You know? So
yeah, man. I just look at, but you know, I don't really, like I said, blame in this new economy as far as dudes dealing with women. Sometimes, man, I don't really totally blame the dudes. The girls know what time it is when they get with the dude. You hear me? So,
that was one of my problems. I always gave women a pass.
I got a question, man.
You know,
I got a question, and you know, what do you see us in 20 more years?
That's a tough question, man.
What do you see us if you with all this bad parenting going on in the black community?
Now in general.
Now they're pushing all kinds of agendas. I ain't even gonna get into the name of the agendas.
No,
they're pushing all kinds of agendas. What do you see? What do you see if you 20 years from now, when you're 60? What do you see, man?
Well, it's something I have. You know, I don't like tooting your horn because you toot your horn loud enough.
Yes, I do, sir.
But you know, I mean, like you said, man, I think we're gonna be scared, man. 20 more years, we're gonna be scared, man, because we're not gonna have that Sylvester Stallone type of muscle to really deal with them. You know what I mean? And we're calling them women now. We're calling these boys women now. You know, imagine the granddaughters they gonna have.
Where do you see us in 20 years, Central? I know you say we gonna be,
you know what? Sunshine Estates, brick mansions. It's gonna be because of these kids. You understand? Now we might not be there. You understand if we.
But the generation of the kids coming up.
The generation of kids and things that are coming up. If we keep
going
on this path, yes. If we keep going on this path that we're on right now, that's where we're gonna be. They're gonna house us somewhere to keep us away from the general public. Like, you know, y'all done did enough shit.
Regular Alex Jones, huh?
You understand? Y'all done did enough shit. It's time to house y'all somewhere and put y'all motherfuckers somewhere else. Because we don't want to see you no more.
Because I'm going to tell you, but he has a point.
It'll be foreigners that do it anyway.
Listen, the foreigners will go, yes, because they're coming over here staying families.
Yeah.
They're staying strong.
Yeah.
They're building business. People always wonder why these foreigners coming over here. You want to know why? Who's starting the businesses?
Yeah.
That's why they come over here. You know why they let a lot of foreigners in these cities?
Yes.
To spur their economy.
Yeah.
Productive. It's called being productive.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much obsolete.
They ain't anywhere for off the street.
We're obsolete. We're obsolete. It's just right now it hadn't really hit.
Mm-mm.
You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like the CD player. It was really obsolete, but now it's official. It's obsolete.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what black people are. We're like what the CD player was 10 years ago. You still had people with CD players 10 years ago.
Right.
But you still had MP3 players and stuff and the internet. So it wasn't quite official.
Right.
But about 5 years ago, it became official. The CD player is gone.
It's gone, yeah.
So that's what we are. We're like the CD player that's just
you know, I'm gonna get me a suit and a tie, and I'm going to the CD player's funeral, man. And I'm gonna bawl my eyes out, man, because oh God, I love CDs so much. I love y'all. The tape player. I hate DVDs or whatever streaming. I can't stand this shit. I'm sorry.
You was a DVD dude.
My grandmother used to have the rotary phone, and we had to literally pry that from her cold hands and get her a digital phone because the rotary phone wouldn't work no more. That's how I am with the CD player. Time moves on and it waits for no man.
And that's what we are, yo. That's what we are. But it's the K Central Show. Any closing words, 42nd, man? And I'm glad you stopped by.
I'm just glad y'all had me on, man. I mean, you know, I enjoy talking to you fellas, man. You know, just You know, just basically talking from ourselves. You know, ain't no program here. We ain't trying to be out there. You know what I mean? Trying to, you know, catch on to something, stick our finger in the wind to see what's popular. We just saying what we say. You know, either you like it or you don't. But I bet you a lot more people gonna like it than not like it, and the people that don't like it are gonna watch us, listen to us even more. Listen to K Crib and Central Booking even more.
Name, man, yo.
Of course, I'm messing up your name, man.
You messing up my name with that New York shit. I'm doing that.
Of course, I'm messing up your name,
don't
man.
join up to here, B.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Everybody know what's going on here. Everybody know how this works, man.
Hey, Central Booking, what's up, man?
Hey, yo. Hey, I just want to say peace to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you learned something tonight. And we'll get with you another time. All right?
Big shouts out to my bros.
Peace out, K Central Show. We are out of here next week, y'all.
What?
Peace.